Hi, I'm Coach Sam Joyner, and welcome to another episode of Fuel Up Fitness. I'll be your fitness coach for the next 20 minutes, so drop what you're doing. It's time to work out. Today we'll be doing some full body exercises using a stability ball. And afterwards, join Xenia for a tasty post-workout recipe, all right? So let's get started with our warm-up, all right? So let's take that right leg. We're gonna bring that knee and the opposite elbow up and down and other side. Let's go. So we're marching in place. There we go. We're bringing those knees all the way up, swinging that opposite arm at the same time. All right, we'll do this for a good 15 to 20 seconds. And now let's move on to the next warm-up exercise. Arms up, shoulder height. Let's crisscross the arms. Cross and kick. Cross and kick. There we go. Cross and kick. All right, keeping those arms about shoulder height and kicking those heels all the way back. There we go. For another 15 to 20 seconds. Should be about good. All right, and now let's walk out some reverse lunges, okay? Let's take a big step back. Let's take that right leg back and down. Bring it in, and now the left leg. Let's go. Right, and the left. There we go. Good. Big steps. Back straight, head up. There we go. All right, getting nice and warmed up, getting nice and loose for our workout today. All right, next warm-up exercise. Let's widen our stance with our feet. Let's go side to side. Bend your knee and hips back on one side. And let's get the other side. All right. Side to side. There we go. Good job. Let's go. This side. There we go. All right, let's do two more. There we go. Last one. All right, now let's bring it in for our squats. Feet about shoulder width apart, toes pointed forward. So we're gonna start off with a squat, and then we're gonna go right into a calf raise. So everyone, let's squat. Down, stand up tall, and calf raised. Down, stand up, and push up on the toes. There we go, and up. Down, and up. There we go. Down, and up. And up. Let's do two more. Down, and up. Last one. Down, and up. Now we're gonna move on to our jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. All right. And if it's difficult to jump it, modified version, take steps side to side, arms above your head, touch at the top, all right? Just wanna get our heart rate up, get our blood circulating, and basically get nice and warmed up, nice and loosened up. All right, so jumping jacks for a good 30 seconds should be good. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, now let's rotate side to side. Twist all the way around. All right, a good 15, 20 seconds should be about good. Just get a nice good twist on each side. Now let's do our arm circles. Let's go forward circles first. Small circles to start with. And we're gonna make our circles larger and larger. All right, now let's reverse the circles. Let's do our small circles first. And begin to make our circles larger and larger, increasing our range of motion with the arms, warming up those shoulders. Upper back and everything. Final stretch, both arms behind our backs, interlock the fingers. Let's pull it up and hold for a couple seconds. Reach for the sky. All right, and rest. Okay. Now we should be nice and loose, ready to get started with our full body workout with a stability ball, okay? So, you at home, you wanna pick out a stability ball according to, we'll proportion it to your height, okay? So if you're someone that's on the shorter side, then you want to use a shorter ball, smaller ball, and if you're taller, then obviously you want to get a taller ball, okay? Thank you. So we're gonna start off with our first exercise. We're gonna do knee tucks on the ball, or it might also go by the name of jackknife on the ball. But we'll just refer to them as knee tucks, okay? So what we're gonna do is first, we're gonna get on top of the ball. We'll start off with one foot on top of the ball. All right, so I'm here with my workout warriors, so we're all gonna do it together. One foot on the ball. We're gonna go down to our hands. Other foot on top of the ball. Separate your feet so you're nice and stable. We're basically doing a plank on top of the ball. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna bend both knees in. Let's do it, knees in, everyone. And out. There you go. We can make it a little more challenging by adding a push-up. All right, so we can do a knee tuck and a push-up, or it starts to get difficult to do. Focus just on that knee tuck, bending both knees in, right? And if it's difficult to do it on the hands, modified version, go down to your forearms and do it, all right? There we go, good. Let's do one last one, 2, 1. All right, and rest. Okay, guys. Now we're gonna lay down on our back. We're gonna move on to our next exercise where we're gonna do shin slappers. So we're gonna lay on our back. We're gonna squeeze the ball with our feet, arms back over our head. We're gonna raise our arms and legs up. Let's do it up. Pass the ball from the feet to the hands. Now bring it down. Good. Now back up. Pass it back from the hands to the feet. There we go. Now let's pass it back up and down. Good. Up and down. There we go. Let's go up and down. Back up and down. Let's go. Let's go 2 more. Let's go up and down. 1 more. Up and down. All right. Now let's rest. All right. Good. Great job. So that's a good core exercise. So the reason why we call it shin slappers is because if you don't have a ball, you can basically do it by raising your arms and legs up, modified version, and slap your shins and bring it back down, up and down. But we're doing a little more challenging version of it by using a ball. But again, if it's really difficult to do it with the ball, put the ball down and just raise your arms and legs up and try to keep your legs as straight as possible as you do that exercise, okay? So now we're gonna do alternating shin slappers, okay? So the way we're gonna hold the ball now, we're gonna stay laying on our back. We're gonna hold the ball between our toes and our fingertips, and we're gonna bring our opposite arm and leg down. We're gonna bring our left leg down and opposite arm down. So let's do it. Down, now back up. Now the right leg down and back up, all right? So let's do it down and up. Now the other side, down and up. All right, down and up, down and up. Last one, let's go. Down and up. 1 more, down and up. All right, now let's bring it down. Great job, guys. All right, just keeping the ball up, you know, not even raising our arms and legs up, it's already working our core just by keeping our abs braced in order to hold the ball up. And then by lifting and lowering our arms and legs, it's definitely challenging ourselves and working our core to do that exercise. And again, if it's difficult to do it with the ball, because we're doing a more challenging version by using the stability ball, you can do it without the ball by raising your arm, opposite arm and leg up, slap the shin, bring it down, and then the other side, okay? So if it's kind of difficult to do it with the ball, you can start off by doing the modified version without the ball, and then as soon as you feel like you've worked your way up, incorporate a ball, all right? Definitely makes it challenging. Now, we're gonna do ball touches, okay? We're gonna lay on our back, we're gonna squeeze the ball with our feet, try to keep those legs straight. We're gonna raise it up to about 45 degrees, keep it right there, and now we're gonna reach for the ball, all right? So let's go, let's reach for the ball. Left side, right side, and then reach straight up for the ball. There you go. Cross, and straight, good. And just by keeping that ball up, core is burning. Legs are starting to hurt because it's kind of difficult keeping it up. 2, 1, and rest. All right, let's bring our feet down. All right, so that was a good challenging one. So good 20 seconds is already a challenge in itself, just keeping our legs up, holding the ball. But if it's difficult to do it with the ball, modified version, legs up, and we're gonna do toe touches instead of the ball touches, okay? Reach for the toe, reach for the opposite toe, cross, and straight, reaching for our toes, okay? Still keeping those legs up. So if it's difficult, do it with the ball, just do toe touches. If it's difficult, keep your legs straight, then do it with the knees bent and reach, okay? Definitely basically doing crunches as you're reaching up for your toes or even the ball, all right? Now, we're gonna do some legs. We're gonna work our legs and our behind. We're gonna do a glute bridge, okay? So let's grab our ball now. We're gonna lay on our back. Feet on top of the ball, roll the ball all the way in. We're gonna push straight down on the ball with our feet and bridge those hips all the way up and squeeze our behind, all right? So on 3, we're gonna do it. 1, 2, 3, push hips up, squeeze, and back, down. That's 1, let's go. Push it up and down. That's 2. Push it up and down, all right. So with this one, a way to make it more challenging, all right, let's rest, guys, let's rest. So one way of making this exercise more challenging is we can do it on one leg. So you have one foot on the ball. You can rest your other foot on the opposite knee and push down on the ball, push your hips up like this. So if you're someone that's more advanced, then that's one way to challenge yourself. If it's difficult doing it with the ball, if you just, as soon as you start to push up, it's really burning and it's a little too much to handle, then you just do it without the ball and just feet on the ground and do it. But drive through your heels, okay, when you're bridging your hips up, okay? So just wanted to demonstrate that exercise. We're gonna go through and do it in full speed after the explanation, all right? But one more exercise that we're gonna demonstrate is the, plank hold on the ball, and then one way of making it more challenging is adding some stir the pot circles, all right? So the name stir the pot comes from the motion. It looks like you're stirring a pot, all right? So let's get in a plank position on top of the ball. So forearms on top of the ball, and let's slowly lift our knees up, all right? And once we're nice and stable, let's start doing some circles. Let's go counterclockwise. Let's go, let's do some circles. There we go, good. There we go. Now let's do circles the other way. Now clockwise, let's go. Go back the other way. Good, and then you really wanna keep those hips down, and then you wanna make it more challenging, just make those circles larger and larger. If it's difficult, do the large circles, then smaller circles. Now let's rest, guys. All right, knees down. All right, so holding the plank on the ball, knees up, just right there, activating your core. It's really working out your core. And then to make it even more challenging, adding those circles in there, all right? Definitely wanna keep yourself up off of the ball, not laying on top of the ball, so this doesn't count. You have to be propped up over the ball, and then hips down, bracing your abs nice and tight, and then wide stance with your feet. That gives you a wider base, more stability, okay? So now, those are all the exercises. We're gonna start from the first exercise. We're gonna do it in real speed, and we're gonna go through all of the exercises, okay? So we're gonna start off by standing up. We're gonna do the knee tucks. All right, so remember, we wanna put our feet on top of the ball. So let's do it, guys. One leg on top of the ball. Ankle should be on the very top. Go down to the hands, other foot on the ball. All right, so let's do 10 of them, all right? So on 1, 2, 3, let's go. Knee tuck. There we go, good. You need to push up in if you need to. There we go. All right, there we go. It's difficult to do with the push-up. Let's do it. 6. There you go. Yeah. Hey, there you go. All right, now let's get one last one in, guys. Last one. There we go, and rest. Okay, great job. That one's done. All right, now let's move on to our next exercise. We're gonna lay on our back. We're gonna do the shin slappers. Let's go, laying on our back. Squeeze the ball with your feet. All right, and when I say up, we're gonna raise it up, pass it from the feet to the hands, and then we'll pass it back the other direction in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Let's raise it up, pass from feet to the hands, bring it down. Now let's pass it back the other way, up and down. Here we go, 2, up and down, 3, up and down, 4, up and down, 5, up and down, 6, up and down, 7. Let's go all the way to 10. Up and down, 8, up and down, 9. Last one, up and down, 10. All right, now the alternating shin slappers. All right, so ball up between our toes and our fingertips. Everyone up, let's do it. And in 3, 2, 1, left leg down, back up. Now the right leg down and back up. Let's go left leg down and up. That's 3, right leg down and up. 4, down and up. 5, down, and up. 6, down, and up. 7, let's go. Down, and up. Feel that burn. Down, and up. 8, last 2. Down, and up. 9, last 1. Down, and up. 10. All right, let's rest. Woo. All right, I'm already sweating, okay? Now we're gonna do our ball touches, all right? So this one's a challenging one. As we do it, we wanna keep our legs up as much as we can, keep them straight, holding the ball at that 45-degree angle, and then we're gonna set up, reach for the ball. We're gonna do cross, cross, and straight ball touches, all right? Reaching for the ball, and it's gonna be a challenge, but let's knock it out. Let's grab the ball with our feet, lay on our backs. All right, legs up in 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Let's go. Cross, cross, and straight. Here we go for 20 seconds. Let's go. Cross, and straight. Here we go, good. Cross, cross, and straight. Here we go, good. Don't let it drop. Let's go. Cross, and straight, good. 5 more seconds, let's go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, great job. That one's done. Now we're gonna go right into our hip bridge, okay? So still laying on our back. We're gonna roll the ball all the way in. So you can do it on one leg, you can do it on 2 feet, whichever one, make sure you're challenging yourself, all right? So we're gonna do 10 total. So if you're gonna do it on one leg, do 5 on one leg and then 5 on the other leg, all right? Let's get ready in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hips all the way up and down, let's go. Up and down, let's go. Up and down, 3, let's go. Up and down, 4, up and down, 5, let's go. 5 more, up and down, 6, let's go. Up, 7, 8, 2 more. Last one, let's go. And 10, all right, good. Ooh, all right, let's go, let's turn right over and let's go right into our stir the pot circles or our plank hold. So we're gonna do this one for 20 seconds, all right? If you're doing the stir the pot circles, 10 seconds going counterclockwise, and then we'll finish 10 circles going clockwise for the last 10 seconds, all right? If it gets difficult, hold the plank, all right? Knees up as much as you can for the 20 seconds in 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Let's go, let's get those circles in. Yeah. There we go. Now clockwise, let's go, 10 more seconds. There we go, 5 more seconds, let's go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, so we just went through all the exercises. We just did 1 round. So I would recommend doing at least about 3 rounds. Make sure you're challenging yourself. So certain exercises, you can, do a more challenging version, add a push-up with the knee tucks, with our stir the pot circles, like this last exercise we just did, make those circles larger to make it a little more challenging. The glute bridge, when you're pushing down on the ball, maybe do it on one leg, make it a little more challenging, as long as you're challenging yourself. And also you can do the modifications to make it a little easier if it's kind of difficult to do, okay? As long as you challenge yourself, and the more you do it, you just get better at doing it, all right? All right, great job, guys. All right, we're gonna move on to our cool down stretches, okay? So, let's start off on the ground. Right leg forward. Let's bend our left knee back. We're gonna stretch that left quad as we lean back. Relax and breathe. All right, let's get the other side. Like, you can extend our left leg forward, right leg bent back at the knee. All right, now let's take our right leg. We're extending it up over the, bending it up over our left leg, left elbow outside the knee, and hold. All right, let's get our other side. All right, now our butterfly stretch. Bending our knees, pulling our feet all the way in. Just getting a nice good stretch. Just want to relax. Especially after an intense workout, it's always good to get your stretch in. You don't want your muscles cramping up on you. You want your heart rate to go down. All right, now let's extend both feet forward. Let's reach for our toes. All right, right arm across our body. Let's just hold it there for a couple seconds. Just get a quick stretch. All right, let's get the other side. All right, right elbow, pull it back over our heads and hold. Other side, let's go. Left elbow, let's pull it back over our heads and hold. And our final stretch. Let's go, both arms behind our backs. Let's pull up and hold. All right, great job. All right, so that completes our workout. Hope to join you next time. And remember, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you, all right? And don't go away. Stay tuned for Xenia's post-workout recipe. All right, great job, guys.
Taking care of a family member can lead to plenty of questions. Fortunately, there's a place to get the answers, for them and for you. Find articles, tips, and tools from experts and others who have been in your place. The Caregiving Resource Center at aarp.org/caregiving.
I guess sometimes things just happen. Devastating things. Your whole world changes in an instant. That's what happened to me the day my mother had a stroke. I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. Protect the ones you love. Spot a stroke fast.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Fuel Up Fitness. I'm Xenia Joyner and we're going to make our post-workout meal. Today we're making shepherd's pie and here are our ingredients. Today we have half a pound of ground beef, 80-20 lean. We also have our teaspoon of black pepper as well as our Italian seasoning. We have half a cup of peas, half a cup of chopped and peeled carrots, our potatoes that we're going to peel and quarter, as well as our minced garlic, half of an onion, and sharp cheddar cheese. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take everything over to the stove and get cooking. Okay, so here we are at our stove. So what we're going to do is we're going to heat our pan to medium to high heat, and then we'll add our ground beef to the pan. And we'll start adding all of the other ingredients for our shepherd's pie. So ground beef, and we will let this cook for about 10 to 12 minutes. Turn this up a little bit. So once the beef starts cooking up, we're going to add our minced garlic here. Again, with all of these ingredients, if you don't use them or you just don't prefer them, you can always take them out. So it's just giving you a base for the shepherd's pie. Then we have our half of a red onion here. So we're gonna add that. And this is just going to add flavor to our beef mixture. And then we also are going to add our carrots. So if you don't like any of the vegetables that we are using, you can always take out the carrots or the peas. But traditionally, shepherd's pie is made with all of these ingredients. You can use broccoli instead, or maybe spinach, and just use it like that for your shepherd's pie. And then we're adding our peas. Okay, so we're just gonna let that cook for about 10 to 12 minutes. And we're also adding our black pepper into our mixture with our Italian seasoning. Okay, so just a little bit of that, and then just mix it up. And while the meat is browning and cooking up, we are going to mash our potatoes that we've already peeled, quartered, and also boiled. And that's going to be the topping for our shepherd's pie. Okay, so we have the potatoes here. And what I want to do, just to give a little bit of the moisture to the potatoes, I'm going to add about maybe a tablespoon of olive oil, and then also season it with a little bit of black pepper and also a little bit of the Italian seasoning. Okay, and then I have a masher here, and what we're going to do is we're just going to mash the potatoes, and then that is going to be put on top of our shepherd's pie. If you want the potatoes to be a little bit more creamier than with the olive oil, then you can also use any type of milk ingredient. Half and half is great, or a little bit of butter. If you can get organic butter, that's also great too. But I just like to put a little bit of olive oil just to give it a little bit of taste and also to keep it low fat. Okay, so that's all mashed up. So we're gonna set that aside. So we have that. And then now we're going back to our beef. We wanna make sure that it's cooked all the way through. Make sure all the veggies are cooked all the way through. So what we're going to do when we assemble this dish is we're going to put the beef and veggie mixture into a pan, and after that we'll top it off with the mashed potatoes on top. And then we're going to put that in the oven, a preheated oven at 375 degrees for about 10 minutes with a little bit of cheese so it browns and crisps up. The cheese is melting, and then we have our shepherd's pie. Our ground beef with our vegetables ready, so we're going to assemble our shepherd's pie. So what we're going to have first, what we're first going to do is we're going to put the meat mixture at the bottom of our baking pan here. So you want to just get as much of the meat mixture inside the pan. And then we're going to put the potatoes right on top. Okay, and now we're going to take the potatoes and put it right on top of our beef mixture. So we'll put it on top like that. Top it off. And you want to make sure that all of the beef and veggies are covered with the potatoes. And then you want to level it out. So now the last thing we want to do is we're going to top it off with our sharp cheddar cheese. So just put it right on top, and then we're going to put it in our preheated oven for about 20 minutes so that the potato gets nice and brown and the cheese starts melting on top as well. So let's go ahead and put it in the oven. Here we have our delicious shepherd's pie ready to enjoy. Thank you for joining us at Fuel Up Fitness. Remember, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. We'll see you next time.